coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Boom, I appreciate the support. TBP Nation, stand up, man. We on the road to 150. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get this meet and greet popping and hopping. I can't wait. Want to do it. Want to see y'all in the place. Listen, man. Check your subscriptions. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hype the video if you can. I think you could do it like 3 times a week. Hype the video. Get us in the algorithm. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Let's get these subs up. Let's get this comments up. All of that, man, helps the algorithm. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. I don't ask you for a lot. Just a little bit. Don't cost you nothing. Just a little bit of time. That's all. Just a little bit. Let's get it. Let's go. Listen, a lot of people like to talk about, or they always ask me about escapes in prison, And I've only heard about one perfect escape, man. I think he had probably like the perfect plan. It was just so, unique that, I think they could have made a movie about this type of stuff, right? But in the process of me being locked up, man, it's been a whole lot of, I've seen, I ain't gonna say a whole lot, I've seen enough though, failed attempt escapes. You dig? I mean, some crazy stuff that I done seen, while I was locked up. I told y'all about the joint that, was that the first one? I think I told y'all about that joint when I was at Mecklenburg, when the white boys had planned their escape. And they planned it while we was like literally out on the yard. Like they was gonna do it like right in front of everybody. I don't know what type of thinking that was, what they had going on, man. But when you up in them joints and you start seeing how it is and what's going on, man, if you say, especially if you got a lot of time, if you say you ain't thought about escaping, you lying. Yeah, it is. On the inside looking out, it's difficult. It's like you got to really sit down, plan, plot, and strategize to have any hopes of success. But I can remember, man, prior to them white boys jumping or trying to get over the fence, I can remember my homeboy Fred, man. Shout out to Fred, man. Big bro. I told y'all I'm waiting for him to get on here. I can remember Fred. He was one of my longest running friends, man. Still friends to this day, man. Like my big bro. Big Fred always wanted to escape from the giddy up. And I can remember being on Mecklenburg with him when he was training and running every day. I'm talking about jog the whole rec period, man. And Fred a big boy, man, about 6'5", big old boy. Right? So I'm like, man, what is, you know what I'm saying? And I remember us talking and telling him, like, man, I can't do this time. I gotta get that out of here, man. What you trying to do? You trying to go? I'm like, yeah. But that's just your initial reaction. But in my mind, I'm like, how? You know what I'm saying? Well, he said, just start working out, man. Work out harder, man. Be ready, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm getting up out of here. And I'm like, all right. So I remember having that conversation, man, and I was really, had it in my mind. I was already working out like every day, but I started doubling up. It was another little dude that used to lift weights a lot. He used to be with Fred too, because me and Fred weren't in the same part. And I think he was with the plan too. You know what I'm saying? And eventually Fred told me, like, yeah, he with it too. I can't remember his little name, little muscular cat, right? So, man, I don't know. It was just going on, man. It was just a thought in my mind. But he was like, I'm going to tell you the plan when it's time for the plan, but it's going to work. It's like that. You just got to be ready. Stay ready. Be ready, man. When I say, let's go. Don't sucker out on me. Don't. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready. And in my mind, I'm thinking I'm really ready. I'm going to try to, to get up out of here. What? Yeah. So, man, I think this was going on for like some months or something, man. And I'm working out hard, and I'm waiting, and I'm like anticipating. I'm like even in my room, like like having like stuff packed up, like ready, like what I don't care nothing about this, that, and third. There's little things that I'm thinking about. What can I try to carry with me or woo. It was just crazy time, crazy thoughts going on in my mind. And then I think Big Fred got into something with the police, man. And they locked him up. They locked him up, man, and he stayed back there for a minute, and they ended up shipping him. He was gone. You know what I'm saying? He was gone. I ain't seen him for a minute. And then like years later, a couple of years later, some man, they said Fred had escaped. He was gone. I was like, what the? Like, he really did it. He was gone. You know what I'm saying? And he was gone for some years. And to my understanding, I'm going to let him tell y'all the full story because he eventually going to come on here. But to my understanding, he was gone for some years, man, out there doing his thing. And he was somewhere like in New York or Jersey or somewhere working in a bar, like as a bouncer or something, or something like that. And somebody seen him and told on him, and they came and got him. You know what I'm saying? And brought him back. And he ended up doing, you know what I'm saying, the rest of his bit locked up. You know what I'm saying? But he still always had that in his mind. No, he came back. And when he came back, he tried to go again, and they shot him. They shot him on Powhatan. Yeah, they shot him off the fence on Powhatan. He got shot trying to escape. Then he eventually did the rest of his bit, and I ran into him again. We ain't talk about it a lot because, we never really sit down and talked about it, so I really don't know, like, all the details. But Fred turned out to be real accomplished, man. He wrote a book while he was in prison, man. Got that joint published from prison. You dig? Ended up getting out. I think he ended up doing like maybe 27 years. He ended up getting out here now, man. Entrepreneur, man. Rich, like really rich. You know what I'm saying? Doing his own thing. Got married, got a kid. You know, doing his thing, man. But I remember them days, man, where I was getting ready to take flight with him. You know what I'm saying? To get up out of this joint. So that was crazy. So when he left and was gone, to back the story up, like a year later, them dudes trying to go over the fence on Mecklenburg, right there doing rec period. And they had this crazy plan where they had the dude on the middle yard, the big yard on Mecklenburg. You got a big yard, you got the small basketball court. So the dudes on the big yard, they had an old dude out there fall out like he was having a heart attack where all the police ran over there trying to get him. Hey, man, have a heart attack. So all the police go running to the yard and they trying to help him and got medical, then called medical for the nurses and stuff to come over and all this. And when they do that, that was supposed to have been a distraction. And when they do that, the two white boys over there on the basketball court hit the fence. Boom, 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 boom. Start climbing the fence like Spider-Man, man. We in there playing ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what the? You know what I'm saying? Because to go over that fence alone is barbed wire on that joint. They got to get over that to get outside the basketball court. Run probably about 50 to 100 yards to the main gate. Go over two of them. They got barbed wire on it. So I'm like, man, what in the hell is LeBron James? We out there on this joint looking like, man, what the? You know, and the first dude, he get over that joint like Spider-Man, though. He go across the barbed wire and everything. Throw a little like a jump or something on it. He roll over that joint, bang, hit the ground. Boom, he headed to the other fence. The other dude keep getting up there. He gets stuck, and then he ended up falling. Boom, hit the ground, right? I think he was kind of hurt. He was trying to get up. Some type of way the people in the tower seen the joint and called the code. Bro, this let you know your life don't mean nothing in there. I'm telling you, they let the dude that they supposed to be over there checking because they thinking that he having a heart attack. Once they found out somebody was trying to escape, boom, dropped them on the floor. All of them started running over there to try to stop the dudes from going across the fence. He left the man. So whether he was pump faking or it was real, he would have died. You dig what I'm saying? So they running over there. They get the first dude. The other dude is up on the fence trying to go over. A female had came around on the truck, the outside gun tower. What they call them? The outer perimeter officers. You always have a outer perimeter officer who's driving the truck around the outer perimeter, and they got a gun. They got a shotgun. You know what I'm saying? Just checking the outer perimeter all day. That's a job. You know what I'm saying? In the penitentiary. So he on the top of the fence trying to get over, and she out there with the gun shaking it. Get out, and they holler, shoot him. guess this mama was like, man, I'm committed now. Just shoot me. I'm stuck either way. You know what I'm saying? And he kept trying to go, and she said, don't come over here. Don't come over. But she was scared to shoot him, which was a good thing for him. And that just goes to show, too, all of them is not like, you know, inhumane, man, because just to think about that, you trying to shoot somebody for getting their freedom, for trying to take their freedom back. Now, I understand it's your job, but come on, listen to what we saying. Are you going to shoot somebody for trying to escape just because they're giving you a paycheck? Not because he did nothing to you, not because you know anything about him, not because he your enemy, because they're going to pay you. Think about that, man. That's a certain level of, you know what I'm saying, diabolical thinking that you have to be able to do that. You know, that's the way I look at it. So you're gonna potentially take somebody's life for some money. To me, what's the difference between that and a hitman? What's the difference? I mean, y'all tell me in the comments. I don't know. What's the difference? Man ain't do nothing to you, ain't harm your family, you don't even know him. He's just trying to get his freedom. But somebody paid you, so you'll shoot him, possibly kill him. I don't know. That's a whole nother subject. But anyway, I remember that joint. Man, I remember being on oh yeah, back up. No, this was the second time too. This is the second time on Augusta, so not backwards. The first time because I was on Augusta before I was on Mecklenburg. But second time I was on Augusta just for a second. Man, dude tried to go over the fence there. I don't know what he think he was gonna go on Augusta, because it ain't nothing out there but coyotes and bobcats and just miles and miles of trees and you know, the wilderness. So I don't know where he think he was gonna go, but he had got away. He was gone, and he got away where it was at nighttime. And man, we just heard all the joint before count. We heard a lot of, man, everybody locked down now. With sirens and stuff going on. Man, he had climbed across the fence to try to get away and got caught up on the fence, was bleeding out. He almost died. He lost so much blood. He stuck up on the barbed wire, cut up like a mug, blood just dripping all out of him and everything. They had to get him off the fence and rush him to the hospital. He almost died. You know what I'm saying? So, well, it's not as easy as people think to try to escape prison. If it was, there'd been a lot of people who would have did it. You got to think, you looking at a place that holds thousands of people who don't want to be there, and they do that for decades after decades after decades. So it's not that easy to escape as people think. Oh man, if I was out there, I'd escape. Yeah, you think you would. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many people been successful in it. You know, not to my knowledge anyway. But I seen a lot of failed attempts, man. Where was I at? I think I was on another camp. And the dudes was planning to escape, and they found some uh homemade like what you call it, molded heads, and they dudes and shaved and stuff and kept all the hair. That's why in the barbershop when we cut hair, you have to get all the hair up, and you have to collect the hair and put it in the bag, and you have to turn it in. See, y'all ain't know that, did you? Got to turn it in at the end of your shift, because dudes would take that hair and they'll make, you know, like a styrofoam head and put hair on it, or woo, you know how you might have seen in an old movie or something, and they can set the head in there and cover it up. At nighttime, it look like somebody in the bed. They walk by and count, and they shine the light in there and just see a head, and you make up a body and lay it in the bed or whatever. So they found these, I can't call the word, I want to say like dummy heads. That's what they found, these dummy heads in these two white boy cells. And they found the dummy heads. They found wooden carved wooden carved guns, like make it look like a gun. They had used we call it sealer and wax on it. They make it look brown, like shellacking or whatever you call that, and everything. So like they could have, you know, painted it black. Like they could have, like if you just flash it, it looked like they got a gun, but it was fake. It was wood. But they was planning escape. I guess one of the white boys or somebody who knew about it got wind. Like I told y'all, loose lips sink ship. Told the administration, man, they ran down on them so fast, locked us down, went in there, and brought all they little fake heads out and everything, man. And next thing you know, they were gone. Ain't no telling where they went. The Blue Mountain, Purple Moon, or somewhere. They got rid of them ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing in prison too. If you really want to get rid of somebody in prison, or you get them out the block, or you scared them or something, all you gotta do for real, is write a kite, a note, a snitch note. They write a snitch note on you and say you plan to escape. Man, they coming ASAP. They not waiting. The next day, the time they open that note and it got your name on it and it got your cell number on it, they on their way. Immediately they coming to you, because that's the worst thing they fear, is somebody escaping, because then everybody's job is on the line. So, but it's a flip side to that. Dudes don't do it that much, because if they come to your cell like that, you still going to jail for investigation. But if they don't find anything, because they're going through all your mail, all your phone calls, they're going to check everything. If they don't find any indication that anything about that was true, man, they're going to try to track down where that note came from. When they track down that it came from you, and you just sent them on that, man, you going to Blue Mountain, Red Moon, they get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? You might be in a hole for an undetermined amount of time, but they don't get rid of you, because they use all resources when they think somebody gonna try to escape or something like that. So you don't really get too many of them false joints. Usually if they send somebody like that, somebody knows something they shouldn't have known, because somebody was running their mouth, and they usually find things that, coincide with them trying to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So just crazy work like that, man. But like I say, I think I had told y'all about this before, but I think this is the perfect prison break, man. This is probably the most thought out, well planned, that was successful that I ever heard of. But on the same compound, in the wall, they said a dude had tried to escape prior to there, and he had a faulty plan, super duper faulty, that cost him his life. He tried to get in. They pick up trash a certain day of the week in the dumpsters. He tried to get in the dumpster, whatever, or get in the trash compactor where that big truck squished the joint. He tried to get in there thinking that, like, after they squished, and then they had the last bit in there and they don't squish, and they just gonna drive out. He tried to get up in there, get up under the trash, unbeknownst to them. And man, before they go out the door, they smashed the joint again and killed them. Word up, look it up. Killed them. You know what I'm saying? Trying to leave up out there in the dump truck, or whatever you call it, the trash truck, and he got smashed. He got compacted, and yeah, that's probably a horrible way to go, but trying to get your freedom. But like I say, the most brilliant joint was Jesse Pritchard, man. And the rumor has it that how he got out of the wall was he got his girl to come up in there, and she wore them little sundresses, but she had on a double sundress. Some type of way she had got some extra little flat, put your toe in the joint, little women flip flop joints, makeup, all this and all that. I guess how she get that in, I don't know neither, but got that little stuff in. You know what I'm saying? Jesse come over there some type of way. He done snuck in the razors, this, that, and the third, and she goes in the bathroom and use the bathroom and leave all of the stuff in there. Now Jesse at the time got a big old biker's beard. Long hair, big old biker's beard, way before they made you cut your hair. So he already got long hair, big old biker's beard, right? And some type of way they finesse it where she leave that stuff in the bathroom, then he goes in the bathroom. He don't supposed to even be in the bathroom. He sneaks in the bathroom, prior to visits being over, probably 30 minutes, an hour to visits being over. And he slides in there, shaves off his whole beard, put on makeup, arches his little eyebrows, get his hair, he already got long hair like a woman, put the dress on, put the flip-flops on, you know what I'm saying, and walk out the penitentiary with his girl. And we're gone for some years, to my understanding. Gone. Vanished. They don't even know till everybody get back from the visit room and they go to do count. Somebody missing. And it's him. He out of here. He gone. You know what I'm saying? They had a worldwide manhunt for him. He was gone. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up getting caught, I guess, years later, back in the penitentiary. This is when I run into him on Mecklenburg. And this is the same white boy who had the issue with Tink, and Tink almost killed. Same guy. You know what I'm saying? So this was before my time that he had pulled us off. You know what I'm saying? In the wall, though. That's where it happened at. And that's what he was legend for. Jesse Pritchard. That's supposed to have been the one who walked out of the prison room like a woman. So from that point on, you know, when things like that happened, they changed the rules and all of this and how you could do. So now they had stamps and stuff on your hand. Each person was accounted for how many visits came in, how many visits went out, how many visits were going. They changed everything because of him. You know what I'm saying? So that was crazy work. But at the same time, to me, that's the perfect escape plan. He ain't had to go over no wall. He ain't had to worry about getting shot. He ain't had to try to jump in no trash dumpster and get squashed to death. None of that. He just walked out as a woman in a man's prison. Who gonna stop him? Who gonna stop him? You know what I'm saying? So that was brilliant to me. You know what I'm saying? That was something that had some thinking to go along with it, some planning, some plotting, some strategizing, and it worked. You know what I'm saying? And they weren't ready for that. And that's how you always get away with anything that you trying to get away with by coming in a way that's unexpected. Because people can prepare for the expected, they can't prepare for the unexpected. But yeah, they said Jesse walked up out of that joint. And I had remember hearing about that story, but I didn't know who it was. And then when I was on Mecklenburg, it was like boom, boom, boom. When I ended up meeting Jesse and seeing who they said, oh yeah, you know, he was the one who da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, get out. They said that was him. So crazy work, man. But it's been a lot of escape joints, man. A lot, man. Crazy how that thing go. I think over in the membership, I'm gonna tell y'all, somebody asked me too about my failed attempt, you know what I'm saying? Which was crazy work in itself too. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Talk to me in the comments, man. I talk back. Big love, TBP Nation, man. Keep it coming, man. Let's go. Let's get it, man. We out here, man. Be safe, be smart. Make good decisions, man. Duck them hooks, man. So y'all never had none of these stories to tell. You can only just sit back and listen and be glad it won't you.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.